Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And today I have a very fun and very unique deck here with Winota Elf Warriors. But before we dive into this beast of a deck, a quick word from our sponsor. Otis is a stock market for cultural assets where almost anyone can buy and sell shares of rare collectibles, sneakers, and art. It's a place where you can own a share of this 1999 holographic Blastoise. You can then earn a potential return by selling your shares to other Otis members, or if Otis sells the underlying asset for more than the price at which you bought your shares. They have over 100 rare items to choose from, and they add new stuff every week. And Otis covers all the information that you need to make a smart investment, from the financials to the origins and cultural reference of the piece. Sign up for Otis with the link in the description and get your first free share when you fund your account. Terms apply. So Winota, of course, has been done before, but you guys subscribe to me because I am always bringing you guys new and fun, interesting stuff. And this deck is no different. This one actually has a lot of fun, really cool synergies that I hadn't seen done before until someone totally wiped the floor with me with this deck. So I built my own version and played some games with it. I think you guys are going to be really excited. So let's dive into it real quick. So this is actually a Naya warrior tribal deck, Naya being white, red, and green. The only non-warrior in our deck is Jaspera Sentinel, but it makes up for it by ramping up and also being an elf, which is the other tribal that we're going for with this deck. Elvish Warmaster makes elf warriors every time that an elf enters the battlefield. And there are plenty of good elf warriors to work really well with this deck that get pumped up by Kargan Warleader and trigger Winota. We also have Realmwalker, which counts as an elf and a warrior, but it's also human, so it doesn't trigger Winota, but it also lets us find Winota off the top of the deck, so it all works out. You always put this out on warrior. Being green also lets us have Maja, which is another great human on the top end that lets us pump our entire team. It's also just a good thing to play on turn 5 that pumps up a massive board that we have, and it's just good. So there's a lot of 1s and 2s in this deck, and I don't want to spend the full intro just breaking it down. You guys would rather get to the gameplay, and so I do the full breakdown analysis of the deck after the gameplay. But real quick, if you're one of the 78,000 returning viewers, people that watch multiple videos every month, then please remember to hit the subscribe button. All right, let's dive into it. All right, up against Fujika, and probably the best hand we've had yet, except we don't have green mana. I could try to draw it with that one draw off the top. No, okay, we're not that crazy. Keep this, drop Hallowblade, Warmaster into Paragon. Maja's pretty nice here still. Double Warmaster. Oh man, I don't know how you guys ever take me seriously. I can't take myself seriously ever. All right, Luminarch Aspirant. All right, Warmaster go past the turn. Could have played out the Paragon there to actually block the Luminarch Aspirant, but it doesn't matter. Oh, that's gonna get big. But no, we're gonna have lots of chump blockers. They don't. They stay back for blocks. Okay. All right, Warmaster. Get 2 Elfie boys. Might want to hold off on the red mana. Let's just throw out basic lands for now. No attacks. Pass the turn. Keep it chill. Fill it a retreat. Yikes. Yep, that's bad. That's all sorts of not great. Oh, it's also not great. Not hitting anything else. So I can hold off one turn with Paragon and use the kicker with it to try to find a Winota. This just gets us so many more guys. So no attacks past the turn, lots of blockers. Fidelity Retreat number 2. And then a Fable Passage. Oh, I love Magic so much sometimes. Oy. All right, so that's a little bit of bigness. So we chomp, Try to keep as many guys on board as possible. We still not show the red mana. We haven't showed anything that would show that it's red mana yet either. No attacks past the turn. Guiding Voice. Environmental Scientist to find the land. Plays out for Felidar Retreat. Good stuff, man. What are they needing at 3 green mana? Maybe they just are just splashing white. Oran Reef Ooze. So whenever it attacks, puts counters onto all the other big things. Okay. Well, we have to not die. So Maja actually is a good blocker here, although it makes more blockers for us. Paragon does nothing from this point on. So block, block. We have to block one more. Take 14. And the vigilance is just so good. Warrior. That's the Winota. That's the Winota that we need. We do have enough stuff to survive, kinda. Are we actually still in this game? I'm not positive. It doesn't appear like it should be that case, but whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature with a +1/+1 counter. All right, no land is a huge deal here. If they don't have a land, then they don't have vigilance, and they're going to tap out, and that would be huge. So tapping out, so we have to block everything. Wildwood Scourge gets a little bit big. All right, so we have to block everything. So first the humans. Yeah, then tokens. All right, come on, Winota, be amazing. Do I want to block with Realmwalker? Yeah, it's a human, so yeah, sure. I guess I should have held back one thing there. I mean, we're all in on this attack winning us the game, so that's what we're gonna do. Warriors get plus. Proud Wildbonder. It's the biggest thing they'll be attacking in, and they can't actually block the damage. I think we just keep buffing the team. Okay, Haktos is going to be 8 damage for us if it can't be blocked with Scourge. Actually, Scourge is a 1x, so this is guaranteed 8 damage. So they can only block 4 of it. Did we just win the game? All right, let me count the damage. So we have 12 plus 8. I think we did it. Yes! Oh, we had no right in winning that one, but we did it. That's right. I mean, I guess, yeah, we did have every right to win that. We built a bunch of tokens. That's what we needed to do there. Oh, man, that was fun. Whew. That's good stuff. All right, this is an awful hand, so we got to mulligan that one away. No green mana, so we mulligan that one away. I guess we'll keep it. Not all humans, so do I hold on to Winota? Or do I just go for the aggro plan? I can go like Seasoned Hallowblade Warleader. Seasoned Hallowblade gets a lot worse, but it's our only 2-drop. Radha is really nice. But I need the 3 lands to get to it, most likely. I might just go Radha and Warleader. If I'm dropping Winota, I want to play Radha. Because Radha means that I can... Man, maybe we do hold on to Winota. That's kind of the whole point of this deck. and drop Seasoned Hallowblade. I mean, worst case scenario, Radha into Winota is actually not the worst. I mean, it ain't great. So let's just try to find one of our million 1-drops and 2-drops this turn. That'd be great. 5-drop. Seems legit. Okay, then. Cultivate. Mono green? Or is this... Okay. Sultai, most likely. Radha. More lands at the top, of course. All lands. Ooh, yes. Ugh. Alright, well, Winota swing in is still pretty good stuff. If it's another land off the top, that'll be really infuriating. Oh my gosh. What is up with this crap? We have found... How many lands in a row was that? That was like 4 lands in a row at the very beginning of this. Oh my goodness. Down to 17, past the turn. All right, so the 6 mana, you can get plus X, where X is the number of lands that I control. I mean, that's not the worst. Need white mana. Play out Maja. Another shot coming? No, that's at least something. No Shark Typhoon either. Down to 13, past the turn. Coma. All right. We're actually still in this game somewhat just because of how powerful Radha is. Although it takes our entire turn for them just to protect it. We get plus 6, 10 damage. I guess we hold off for another turn. We try to go wide here. So now, is it first strike damage too? Ooh, nice. All right, Warleader. Intimidator is actually pretty cool too. It means Coma can't block. They get 2 more serpents though. Pass the turn. Is this just Simic Ramp? All basic lands? Maybe they like splash red for the guy that gives all the plants. Please swing in. Aw, rude. So Kargan Intimidator. Target creature can't block warriors this turn. Haktos off the top is actually really good. I mean, it'd be nice for this turn, but... So, we have another land. Put that on green. We have the Haktos mana already. I think we're pretty close to lethal. So, first things first... Coma becomes a coward. Next, we attack in with everything. They can start tapping down stuff. He has to now sacrifice the serpents, the blockers, to do that. We still have enough to pump the Radha, but not enough to give it trample as well. That's a lot of mana he's holding up. So you have Kargan Intimidator +1/+1. Let's give him trample as well. That's 3 damage there. Yeah, okay. We had the pump with Radha, but we still had a lot of damage coming through that side as well. I could have tried to give this one trample instead, so if they had to deal with that, anyway, it worked out. It's all good. We did it. Yay. That's part of the reason this deck is still fun, is that we still have a game plan even without Winota. Maybe not as good as the Boros version, but it's all good. We did it. Yay. All right, up against Relic Pock. Jaspera Sentinels are actually kind of interesting because they do let us bring out a Winota faster, but we also have to tap down our creatures that are good to make that happen. And it's kind of annoying. All right, let's see if there is a Finny Boy right away. Every time. It's always immediately there. I think we try to race. I'm not actually sure the best way to go about this. We have double. That's a lot of Winota. That's all I know is that's a whole heck of a lot of Winota right there. All right, so Sentinel, Usher the Fallen. Pass the turn. So they won't attack in with the Finny Boy. I'm fine taking this. We have to keep all these alive to be able to attack in with the Winota. And then we have plenty of Winotas that we can block with the Winota. What am I tapping down? What am I attacking in with? That's the real question. They block and kill anything, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, tap down Sentinel, I guess. I'd rather have the 4 mana for another Winota. Swing in with Usher. Sigrid would be nice. Being able to start playing stuff off the top of the deck just to kind of go wide on creatures is actually probably our best bet, though. So yeah, that's the reason why we wanted Realmwalker in the first place. It can be hit with Winota as a human. It also triggers the elves with Elvish Warmaster. It does all the things. It's a warrior to get the buff. Does not trigger Winota when it attacks in, though. That's the biggest downside of it. All right, so Warmaster is pretty sweet stuff. It does trigger it when it gets grabbed by Winota, though, so that's cool. All right, so we kill Finn. Up to 8. Ooh. Cheville. All right, if they have another Finn, we're in trouble. If they don't, we have a shot. All right, yeah, Winota again. Don't attack with the Realmwalker. Yeah, it's only non-human creatures, so these guys a go. All right, Maja. And Warleader, sweet. We could have got to double Warleader, but it's fine. Blocks a Sentinel. Oh, we were 1 away from a Haktos. All right, we have another Winota, so we're fine to block with that. Yeah, that's fine. Nessian Boar. I've not seen anyone play that in a Finn deck. It makes so much sense, but I've never seen that happen. All right, so they do not have Finn, so we don't care about this. Haktos. All right, so do we attack all in? We kind of have to block some stuff at some point, don't we? Getting a land there would have been real nice. Let's see, I can play out 1 blocker, which can block a Nessian Boar. They have Death Touch, so they kill 2 things. We get something else. I kind of want to just get in for the damage as much as I can. Okay, Warriors get a buff. All right, as long as Realmwalker stays alive, we can Wildwood Tracker as well. And I feel like they're going to be wanting to kill other stuff. All right, so we're getting in for 14. Winota dies so they can gain life with Cheville. All right, so first off, Warmaster. Tracker. That's a few elves. Yes, and all the elves come out with Elvish Warmaster are warriors. Love it. All right, so Finn. All right, that's Finn. Yeah, okay, good game. Yeah, dumb. Dang it. We all have to block. Yeah, oh, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I have to do it one at a time. So dumb, yeah. So yeah, all creatures able to block Nessian or have to. And so we have to block it. We can draw cards, and that's great and all. But if we're dead to a Finn at the time, which we are, bad stuff. I actually really like that. That's a pretty fun combo. I've not seen anyone else play that before. So kudos to you, my friend. And I hate you. All right, up against Yoshiki, and this is a beautiful hand. So keep this. I like everything about this, except that we don't have a Winota. That's the one thing that we absolutely need is a Winota. Put this out on green. Jaspera Sentinel. So next turn we go Elvish Warmaster into Tracker. Good stuff. Into Realmwalker. Have more elves. Just go, elfing it out. And then we can always Winota off the top with a Realmwalker, so we get to dig at least another card deeper. Good stuff. I like everything about this. Clarion Spirit. A little bit terrifying, not gonna lie. All right, so let's go. What am I wanting more of? I guess white mana. Why not? All right, so Warmaster. Tracker. Auto pay. Get another Elfie boy. Sounds good. Elves are still super powerful. Honestly, I need to bring back elves one of these times too. Because it ain't bad. Lumimancer. All right, so best play here is finding a Winota. Ah, rude. Do we double block a spirit? No, we don't. 2, I don't have enough to play out the Realmwalker. And I think Realmwalker is more important. Because, yeah, we can try to get closer to Winota. Double Warmaster on the next turn, also not bad. Swinging with Wildwood Tracker. Down to 18 past the turn. All right. Chump blocker for Lumimancer. That's all that matters. We have a chump blocker with flying if absolutely needed. Spellbinder. Alrighty. Yeah, it takes the Warmaster, definitely the best play. Kargan Warleader. Everything but Jaspera Sentinel is a warrior. Is that actually worthwhile here? I can play out Warmaster and Seasoned Hallowblade. Could just play out the big Warmaster and play out more stuff on the next turn. Actually, we're trying to dig for Winota, so let's dig deeper. Try to find what we need. Swing in for 3 here. Let's see, what am I chump blocking with? If Lumimancer goes off, I think I want that back still. Down to 15 past the turn. All right, come on, Winota. Come on, Winota. What's the percentage? Let's check out our trusty dusty MTG assistant, which, by the way, link is down in the description below if you guys want to help support the channel. It's a great way to do it, and it's just awesome. So 8.33% chance to find Winotas. Sounds good. Probably hitting another Elvish Warmaster, unfortunately. 2 more lands and we get to Moraug. Moraug is also awesome. It's a Seasoned Hallowblade, really. I guess that's a way that we can keep blocking a Lumimancer over and over again, unless they find flying. So that we know that we are hitting the land to get up to Winota. But that also is an extra attacker for us to try to find more stuff with Winota. Not a Winota. Oh, rude. All right, so let's just play out the expensive one. Swinging with Tracker. Warleader as well, trading off with Spellbinder probably. I might be okay with that. Just a 3/3 for now. Down to 12 past the turn. Oh yeah, Light Scribe. So they're probably playing Plumb the Forbidden, which actually becomes a little bit awkward with Leonin Light Scribe because you have to try to keep as many creatures out as possible while still doing cool things, you know? It reveals our hand, then get to discard something, put a counter onto something. Cool. We're not dead. We're not in great shape, but we're not dead. Moraug goes away, so keeping Jaspera Sentinel alive doesn't matter really at all anymore. They're letting us trade off with a Lumimancer? Really? Actually, I don't want Realmwalker to die. What do I want to have die? I have another Warmaster as well. The issue is if they kill Kargan, it ends up killing both of them. Having two of our things die is definitely bad for us. We definitely want Realmwalker to stay alive. We definitely want Warmaster to stay alive. This is 8, 12. Maybe we're just jumping, actually. Just to try to keep our life total a little bit higher. That's a Winota off the top. We need some blockers to stay back. We're not quite winning this just yet. Haktos helps. Should have held on to the land. I knew that as well. I just totally forgot. All right. 3, so nothing can block the Haktos, so 8 damage is for sure coming through. So they have to chump block these guys, which they can... Yeah, Clarion Spirit on that. They have to block both of them to not be dead. That was really good for us. Go down to 1. And now we have to not be dead to this Leonin Light Scribe. We don't have a flyer anymore. Jaspera Sentinel, I mean, I guess I probably should have waited to block more damage, but 2 cards left. Duress, that's fine. Yeah, just trying to grow the dorks. Is that already game? That's 10 damage right now. No more spells. Last card has to be a land, or else we're dead. 10 damage in the air. 8, 8, 2. We're at 11. Come on, please. Oh, nice. Held on to it for forever. Cool stuff, dude. Good game. Yeah, no blocks. Oh man. Yeah, I wasn't sure if holding on to the Jaspera Sentinel would have been better or worse. I think in general it was better. Yeah. At the same time, though, I could have attacked with it to get something else with Winota, which probably would have won. My problem was that I should have attacked him with everything there. I definitely messed up by not attacking with everything. I only needed 2 blockers, so even attacking with 1 more thing there would have been perfect. So that's my bad. It's all good. All right, up against UPC, and we have Radha on turn 3 potentially. Let's keep this hand. It is pretty legit. Radha is definitely our best way to fix our mana. The issue is that I'm getting rid of 2 white sources. And we actually do need a lot of white mana in this. But I'm probably going to throw this out on red for the Radha over the Warleader. Yeah. Yeah, if we can hit land here, that's so good. I mean, we should have it. Trusty Dusty MTG Assistant. Percentage for land, 42%. Tax in with it. Getting aggressive. A little bit surprising. Land. Land is so good. All right, and Radha to help us try to find more land. Swing in. First strike only on our turn. Okay. Realmwalker off the top. That's not a land. It's not a bad play, though. It gives us another elf that we can play. Is that better than a Warleader? Warleader pumps in all the team. We can actually just go pretty aggressive. Realmwalker lets us either play land or creatures off the top, though. Get us to Winota a little bit faster, probably. Oh, big pumpy boys. Dude, we get to play this deck again. Bring it. No attacks. Ah, not a land. Jaspera Sentinel next turn. That's also not a warrior, though. Do we actually get an attack in here? Radha gets the first strike. I think I'd rather go wide. Yeah. Yeah, so give us another elf. As long as they don't, like, threaten lethal on this next turn, we're in really good shape. That's 5 triggers for Winota. If we can find a land. We get to dig pretty deep for it. Conclave Mentor. Swarm Shambler up to 7/7. They might have trample at some point. We don't block this one. We're too close to Winota. There it is. There she blows. Not attacking with Realmwalker. Although maybe I should for the lethal. This is always the hardest part with Winota, is like I should be going for just the lethal play rather than playing it safe. But I also don't want to go too far sometimes. Haktos, Warleader, nothing, whiffed one time. It's not bad. All right, so nothing can block the Haktos. Proud Wildbonder gets through anyway, so we have 16 damage that is getting through no matter what. Yeah, so not 16, 14. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh man, that's good. That's fun stuff. All right, guys. So at the end of this one, this was a really fun deck. I actually really enjoyed it. It was super fun to play. Had a blast with this one, and very different from the typical stuff that you do, you know. And so that was just fun. I ended up 50-50, I think, with the deck. Whereas, yeah, 3-3. I'm not showing one of the games because it was just a misplay and just not fun. Yeah. The deck was good. Basically you win if you get Winota, you don't if you don't, you know, and you have to have Winota and things to swing in with to get it, you know, going. So that's the main combo. So the typical Boros deck is, I think, a little bit more consistent. It has Clarion Spirit. Like, Clarion Spirit is so good. It has, you know, Selfless Savior. And the biggest thing is then it brings in on the 3-drop slot removal, Bone Crusher Giant, and yeah, so Bone Crusher Giant that comes in for removal, and then you also have what's its bucket, Skyclave Apparition, and being only 2 colors, especially with Snarl's actually working out really well with it right now. I think it's just a little bit more of a solid deck in general, but big old but there. I think that adding green actually adds a lot to it. I think Jaspera Sentinel is a fantastic way to get to stuff a little bit quicker, play through some more things. I really liked Radha and Realmwalker being able to play lots of stuff. Having warriors be the main theme here worked really well with Realmwalker, and honestly played out really well for us several times. And so Realmwalker was huge. I think this is just a deck that hasn't been fine-tuned. We do need removal, better removal. I brought in Sigrid kind of as like as a maybe type of removal we can go for, but I didn't really like it there. Honestly, probably you fit room for Bone Crusher Giant. There are actually a lot of warriors out there, but a lot of them are warrior humans in the early stage. Like there's a few that are out there that are pretty decent. It's like, I'd rather have that. You can go all in on like Usher the Fallen instead, maybe a few other ways to go about it. I don't know. In general, what I'm trying to say is that this deck is really interesting. It's really cool. I definitely like it. I do wonder if Sentinel, like we're going for Sentinel because of Elvish Warmaster. The nice thing about Elvish Warmaster was that it worked well with Kargan Warleader and giving everything warriors. Maja, just going wide in general is good. Typically, if you're going in green for Winota, though, you go Gilded Goose instead because it's great for ramping up if you need to. But then it's also just a flying, like evasive attacker, which can keep triggering Winota over and over and over again. You don't really have that with Jaspera Sentinel. Also, having to tap down another creature to be able to get stuff out quicker just actually made it awkward. And so, but it's definitely worth playing if you're playing Elvish Warmaster. So the question is do we want to go for the elf route? I think if you were going to improve this, the Naya Winota version, is going the elf route actually worthwhile? And basically the warrior route with it. Going the warrior route also means that we don't get the double strike guy. Blade Historian. It's a good human to get. Other attacking creatures you control have double strike. Being able to have this is super sweet. It'd actually be really cool to do with like Proud Wildbonder, just not being able to, not even caring about the damage being blocked at all. We're just getting in. So I don't know. This is the whole point of why I do these kinds of deck though. Is I like showing you stuff that people haven't done instead of things that everyone is doing and everything like that. Occasionally, I end up missing out on the things that people have actually done. So I don't think I've actually played the typical Boros Winota deck too much or whatever, or at least the fine-tuned version, all that kind of stuff. And so I've had a couple people ask me like, hey, can you do like like a really good version sometime soon of stuff? Like an actual mythic version. I will get to those. I just enjoy playing new stuff and interesting stuff. I will get to mythic versions of decks here pretty soon as well. Right now, when the set is new and interesting, I do like kind of digging into all this stuff, just like new decks, something new to try out and think of. Because that's the way I like to play. I like to find, grab the cards that I have in my folder and throw them together into a deck and make it work. I also understand that sometimes gets a little expensive. Not everyone has the rares and mythics to really make these decks work. But it's also kind of fun sometimes to like, okay, well, I got 4 mythics of Winota and it became a hated deck or a deck that wasn't played as much. So I want to find a way to play it. Maybe you have one Moraug, a couple Haktos, things like that, and you can play a new deck and have fun for a few days. That is what I like to do. And so if you guys like that kind of stuff, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, all that stuff. And if you guys enjoyed this deck, then let me know in the comments below. What things will you do to improve it? Is the elf plan worth going for? I like the Paragon. Actually, I kind of forgot about it until it came up in one of the games, but you can also kick it to go find a Winota or any warrior, which is everything in the deck, So what is it? Reveal the 6 cards. You may put a card that shares a type with it from among your hand. So this is actually a really good card for a tribal deck where, it's 2 mana, 3/2, which is a fantastic tribal card, like as far as stats and power. Like if you're running for a tribal card, that means it's it becomes a 4/3 pretty quickly with any kind of buff effect. So it's really good there, but being able to just find something that shares a type with it. So any warrior, any rogue, any cleric, any wizard, if you're in those colors, is actually really good for 5 mana. Like it's a really good top deck then. So I've been undervaluing this card. At the same time, though, it's competing with some really good 2-drops and a lot of other stuff. So anyway, good stuff. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out MTG Assistant. That's where I get all of my stats and all this stuff here. You can also check out, this is a couple of things that's pretty cool with it too. Like if you go into here, you can actually check out the opponent's deck list. Like the last person that we played, you can check in and see, okay, based off what we saw, what they're playing, it's most likely a certain deck list. And so this one didn't have enough. It'll show up on like View Aether Hub if you saw enough stuff there to see what it was. And if there's enough decks on Aether Hub that it's like, okay, I know what kind of deck that is. And so yeah, apparently we played not enough cards revealed for these ones, but that's it, guys. See you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.